Hi everyone, welcome back. So, I have been so blessed and so lucky. This book, Benny Boy Blue, you'll have seen hopefully in my Happy Mail and flip through and swatching video. If not, I'll pop it in the corner so you can go and have a look at that. But I have been sent these pencils by a wonderful subscriber who had them, owned them herself, but didn't use them and wanted to send them to me. So these have come all the way to me from Gina, and I am so very grateful to her. And there is a little thank you card on the way to you, Gina, so just so you know how much it means to me. So these pencils have been almost untouched. The 72 cent of the Derwent Pro colours. Amazing colours. So they've got some out because obviously we're planning to do a colour along. But there they are in all their glory and deliciousness. And they look, they're the same as usual Derwent, apart from the fact that the barrel is grey. They have the same dipped ends, names on the pencil in silver. And each pencil is number coded from 1 to 72. So it makes reorganising them absolutely brilliant. And the colours in this set, let me just show you, are sublime. So this is my Ruby Charm colours, the big book of colour charts that I've been using, and it's a beautiful book. It's got colouring pages in that you can do yourself as well and test out all your pencils. So here are, let me bring you in a little bit, the gorgeous array of colours. You know what I'm like about greens. Look at these greens. They're just so beautiful. I think the only one that is not natural colour green to me for leaves and foliage and stuff is grass green, but it's a beautiful colour. Racing green, spruce green, they're just gorgeous. And so I have been playing and practicing, and these pencils, they are hard. They're harder than polychromos, but I love them. So I wanted to do a page out of Benny Blue 2 by Karron with you, and I've been practicing and playing. As soon as they arrived, when I got home from work yesterday, I had to get them out of the case and play like I do, you know, and I was wanting to do a colour along in here with you. And so I printed one off and started practicing, and this was the result. So I picked the front cover. Obviously this is not done, this is just me playing, so that I could follow the front cover and try and colour this in. And I'm so pleased with the results, and we're not even halfway there, you know, I was just playing to get the colour combinations. So that is our plan today. I want to colour Benny Blue, why am I having so much trouble saying that? Benny Blue 2, which is a grayscale book by the wonderful Karron. If you haven't seen this book, it's a flip through in my other video, and we're going to do this page together. So if you'll give me 2 seconds, I'm going to go off and make sure that I've got everything organised for once, and then we'll come back and we'll get started. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I am back and we're ready to go. I think I'm as organised as I can be. I just wanted to show you the card that Gina put in. I won't read it because there's a personal message inside. But isn't that lovely? And there's a gorgeous message inside. And just so you know, I've got a card from Colour and Chat with Sammy and some other stuff on my notice board. It goes right in front of me on a notice board in my room, and I don't throw things like that away. They will stay with me. Even my anonymous gift from Amazon is on my board, so I don't forget names and who sent me things, so because it's that precious to me. So we're going to try and replicate Benny Blue. I've done it again. Benny Blue. We're going to try and replicate him with our Derwent Pro colours. So I've got them by the side of me, and we are going to use, I'm going to bring the camera in so you can see Benny in all his glory. We're going to use these colours. and try and organise them for you from lightest to darkest. Now these are so easy to see and read, and with the numbering system it makes them so easy to organise. So we've got dark indigo, we've got, I'm just going to move that over so you can see I've got pro colours, midnight blue, which is 40, spectrum blue 34, light blue 37, and sky blue 38. I'm going to put my other light on because that does seem to help with shadows and things. There we go, that's better. Alright, so I'm going to take, oh, these pencils are so lovely, they smell divine. Oh, so nice. Okay, so I'm going to take the sky blue, look at that, no problems, which is number 38, and I am going to start filling him in. Now they, like I say, they are hard pencils, but if you can colour with polychromos, I'm sure you can colour with these. Now they are different, I have to say, to other pencils, but what I did find, a little trick that I did find, was that, I don't know if you know what I mean when I say that a pencil squeaks, and it sometimes, there, can you hear that? That kind of sound, and I found that actually the lighter you press, the less pressure you put on, the more response you get from harder pencils. And can you see, I don't know if you can see that pale blue coming through, it is a beautiful colour. There is some outstanding colours in this tin of 72, which as soon as I get paid, I'm going on my wish list. I've filled it up with goodies that I want to buy for the channel, and I'm going to get these their own case to keep them in. I just find it easier and takes up less room, especially the little 72 pencil cases that you can buy. I've got one for my Derwent Inktense, and they're just really dinky and sit next to the desk. Sorry, sit on your desk next to your colouring. With no fuss at all. So I'm just coating his little face with this light blue. Did I say light? Sky blue. I hope you can pick the colour up, that, and it is coming through, it's just beautifully pale. There we are. So I rushed home from work. I was playing last night, then I got too tired, and I rushed home from work, my half day today, and couldn't wait to share these pencils and this colouring book, which was, like I say, another Happy Mail. So I'm colouring Happy Mail with Happy Mail, which is just amazing. You know, the support that people are showing for the channel is incredible, and it'll be what keeps it going, you know. So we are going to colour in, for everybody that's been asking, we are going to colour in Caroline Kubikowska's work, and I've been practising with my Arteza water brush markers, my Arteza real brush markers, and I want to incorporate those into that colour along. So that should be good fun, and I'm really looking forward to colouring in that book too. So I'm just giving him a good coat of sky blue. There we go. Hope you can see that colour coming through now. So that was sky blue. Okay. Now I'm going to take, what did I do? I didn't take the darkest. No, I didn't. I took this lovely bright blue, which is light blue 37, and I'm going to start building up on the dark areas. So I'm going to do around his little fluffy nose, and I'm not worried too much at the minute about putting in any fluffy marks. We'll do that shortly, but I want to build up this colour. So I'm following excuse me, I'm following Christine's lines. I'm just bringing this blue in, and we're going to do, we're going to layer these up. So it will get darker and it will cover the grayscale. But you do have to be a bit patient, a bit like the polychromos. But this is cardstock. Well, it's not very thick and it's quite smooth. It's not the one that I used from Jackson Art. It was a just a generic cheap white cardstock that I ordered from Amazon. So it's nothing special at all. It's just, like I say, white cardstock. So I just wanted to, I know that they've had quite a bad rep, the Pro colours, and that some people really don't like colouring with them. But honestly, if you like a harder pencil and can manage with a harder pencil, these are really good. But it's that having that patience, it's allowing the colour to build up and not trying to press hard, because you just don't get a response from them. They don't like it. And if you're heavy-handed like me, practicing with a harder pencil is really good, because it teaches you that you actually don't need to be gouging the page out to get a result. So I'm going around all these areas with this bright blue. These bright, light blue, sorry. I'm bringing that out. And around his little chin. I'm going to put some in there. We haven't done his cheeks. These bits are blue, so we'll start filling those in. The images in this book make my day. They, as you turn every page, it makes me smile. And I love art that does that. There's something so innocent and sweet and calming about colouring images like this. And also, I've got the front cover of Christine's book to copy, so that takes even more stress out. There we go. So I'm going to build it up slowly. So I'm now going to take the next colour, which is a little darker, which is Spectrum Blue 34. And I'm going to start filling in over the top of that. So I'm not meeting any resistance at all at the minute. I'm just enjoying it and letting the pencils do the work. I'm just doing some like scribbly flicks around there to make his fur. And we'll go back in with all the colours eventually. Just giving a bit of fluff there. Bit of fluff here. And around here. A bit more around his nose. And you will be able to watch just the transformation and the colour build up. Okay. Then we're going to start to get darker now. So now I've got Midnight Blue 40, and I'm going over the very dark parts of his face. We're going to start to fill those in. I'm going to leave the edges of the lighter blues that we've put in. Well, this will start to fill in that grayscale. So this is just where he's darkest blue. I'm just going to gently, sorry, just going to gently flick that darker blue out, and then we're going to go even darker in a minute. A little bit in that cheek. Okay, right, now we're going to take dark indigo, which is 35, and again we're going in those dark spaces, and I'm just not coming out as far. And then we'll go over and keep building it up. So over his little cheeks, get that blue in there, around this little cheek, and here. And then we'll come back in and build up colour where necessary. Okay, right, we'll go back now. So I'm going to take the light blue, I'll move that out of the way, see if that helps, it's annoying me. And we're going to go back over. The noise is now because I'm colouring on a board rather than my plastic. So I'll probably put it back, it's probably annoying. So this is our lightest of all the blues, don't forget. Isn't this just the cutest thing in the world? Alright, so now we're going back in with light blue, which is our nice brighter one. And I'm now going to bring that out a little further. I'm going to have a little bit round here. And I'm just going to lightly touch it with the pencil just to deepen that colour but not overwhelm it. And that's something that I really like about these pencils, is that if you release any kind of pressure, the lovely subtle blue that you can get is incredible. So I'm going around his chin with, this is that light blue. Back in round his ear. Here. And around his cheek. I'm kind of following the direction that Christine's given us so that we've got his fur built up. Okay. Right, that was bright blue. Then we've got the spectrum blue. And I'm going to use this one to help fluff up the edge. So you should really begin to be able to see that colour building up now. And I think it's just incredible. I love it. It's like magic watching it turn from black and white into something bright and colourful. And these pencils really cover that grayscale beautifully. Do a little bit over here. There we are. Okay, we've got that one. Then we're going back into our darks. So we've got, which one's the darkest? This is Midnight Blue. And we're going to start filling in any spaces that are still grey, that need to be dark. So I'm trying to stay out of that bright blue that we've put in. And just make sure that the grayscale is covered, really. Because this is my art. I wish. Okay, and the last colour is our dark indigo. And I'm flicking some fur on him. And then I'm going to go back in now with our light blue, and I'm going to bring that out. So it really is just a matter of faffing, folks, until you get how you like it, you know. I'm going to put some more of this around here. So I'm just filling him in. Oh, he's so cute, isn't he? And that round there is a bit of a where his eye socket. I'll put a little bit of blue in there. There. Oh, he's so cute. And you can just keep going and playing with it until you feel like you've covered everything. You're happy with how he's blending in. I'm taking the very palest blue again. And it would seem that these pencils will just keep layering and layering and layering and layering. But they're also blending too. So double ticks. Thank you, Gina. I can't believe how lovely people are. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit. I don't think I'd put any pale blue there around his nose. So we're going to go back to our light blue and make sure that's brought down. I think we've just got enough of it all. Oh, he's so lovely, isn't he? He's so cute. And then a little bit of shadow to indicate his little lip. Isn't he lovely? Okay, so that's how I'm going to do his fur on his arms and legs and that little bit of chest there. Let's do his little cheeks. So what did I do? I've written it down. Nose, right, here, these three. So for his nose and his little cheeks, I've got Plum, number 15, Crimson Lake, and I've got Rose Pink, number 19. Okay. So, I'm just moving my picture a little bit towards me. I'm going to put the Crimson Lake to one side for a minute, and I'm just using Plum. So I'm going to take Plum, and on the picture, this part of him is pinky red. So I'm going to put that in. There, around his little mouth. And then I'm taking Rose Pink. I'm putting that in. We're going to come back to it, so don't fret. Okay. Then I'm taking the Plum again, and we're going to do his little cheeks. So I'm very lightly holding the pencil, and I'm going to build this little bit out. It just kind of blends into that blue. There we are. And then we are going to take the Rose Pink and we're going to go over that. Yeah, this side, his little nose. Right, there, he's got his little blushy cheeks. Now, his nose needed to be, look, a little redder. So, I took the Crimson Lake and I put that in. There. Little nose. Alright, let's have a look. So what I'll do before I overwhelm you with everything is I'm going to go off and colour the rest of his fur exactly the same with the same pencils as we've done here. So it'd be his little arms, the top here, and his the little knees that are sticking out. And I will join you back in a second. Okay guys, so I finished his fur. I think he's looking really cute. So I'm going to bring you in and we are going to have a look at these little cute toot eyes. Now, I've got to find my piece of paper where I wrote them down. Okay, so here, these ones I think. Excuse me. Right, so that's his trousers. That's why I can't find any of the colours. Gosh, I do apologise. Right, we've got... yeah. Deep chrome, sunset gold. I will hold these up. Bronze. Deep cadmium. Yes, so I have got it right. Goodness me. I'm trying to be so organised and I'm such an airhead. Okay, let's put them in some kind of order. So, we've got bronze 53, deep chrome 09, sunset gold 61 and deep cadmium 06. Alright, let's have a look. So, I'm going to take, there you are, deep chrome 06. Got to make sure his eyes are in shot. And I am going to fill them in with this gorgeous yellow colour, leaving a couple of white streaks for highlights there. So that's deep chrome. I hope you can see that. Bring that down there. Deep chrome. I might need to bring you in a little bit. There we go. I hope you're picking up on that colour better. There we go. So that was deep chrome. Then I've got deep... no, sorry, that was deep cadmium. This is deep chrome 09. So it's more of an orangey colour. And where it deepens at the top, I'm going to bring that chrome down, making sure that we avoid those white patches that we left in. A little bit there. Then we are going to put in sunset gold. These are for the darker patches, and I'm just building it up so that we cover any grayscale and just give them a bit more character. There we are. A little bit round there. And then, just to ensure all the grey is gone, we've got bronze, which is 53. Okay, and we're going to put that in just at the top of his eye. Okay, maybe a little bit round there. Bit of bronze there. A little bit around that. And then we're going back to deep cadmium, which is number 6, our lovely bright colour, and I'm going to go with all of that. And just make sure that is all blended and smushed. There. Okay, we'll go back to our deep chrome, and I just want to brighten that up a bit more. I'm just leaving that cadmium, deep cadmium, poking out. There we are. And a bit more of the deep cadmium. There. 2 cute little bunny rabbit eyes. Okay, let's have a look at his cute little dungarees. Now, I have to get my colours again, so you're going to have to bear with me. Now, I think these are the right ones. So, let me see. Have I got them all? I've got nutmeg. I've got Venetian red. I've got terracotta. And burnt yellow ochre. Okay. So, I'll hold them up so you can see them. go. So I've got nutmeg 65, Venetian red 63, terracotta 64 and burnt yellow ochre 60. Alright, so I'm taking our lightest of the colours, which is, in this case actually, I'm going to use, no, we're alright, I'm going to use burnt yellow ochre. I'm going to start to coat his trousers. Just lightly. And it was his little socks that got me. They're so cute. Look at them. I don't know why you can't see them. Look at them. Look at those little feet. So darn cute. I don't know what it is about Christine's work, but there isn't. I don't think she's produced an image that I don't like. So I'm just literally putting a coat down of burnt yellow ochre. And then we'll go in with our other colours and make him look beautiful. There we are. Okay. So I'm now going to take the terracotta and I'm going to start where the shade is and bringing that in. So where we've got shading, I'm putting this terracotta in. Okay, let's do his little pocket. Yeah, so Gina, if you're still watching, there is a thank you card on its way to you for the beautiful pencils and for the support of the channel and just believing in me, really. It's going to take me some time, I think, to get over the fact that people want to support the channel, want to support me. It's just a wonderful feeling, it really is. And I noticed that also, haven't had a chance to answer my comments yet, but I will go on in a bit when I've done this and I'll get to them all. And I noticed that Tim Jeffs himself has commented on the birds colour along we did, the songbirds colour along that we did, which is just lovely. It's incredible to think that these amazing artists, and they are amazing artists, that work so hard to bring us all these beautiful pictures, actually sit and watch our channels, you know? Okay, so I'm just bringing that terracotta out a little further than the very dark shading. There we go. He's beginning to look like he's got a little pair of trousers. Now, the next colour that I've got, we start to go into the darks now. Something on the page. So I've now got Venetian red. And we're going to start to fill in those dark areas. And just bring that out to meet the terracotta. Look at that. A little bit in his creases there. Dark piece here. Look at those little chubby knees. Just squished them. Bit under here, look. Anywhere else that I've missed? Okay, let's go to the darkest one now, which is Nutmeg 65. Okay, and again we're going to pick out those very dark parts and we're going to put the nutmeg in. So that's even less colour than we put in before because we're just deepening up those very dark areas, making sure that the grayscale's covered once again. A little bit around here. And then we can go back in. And we can put the stitching on his trousers. A little bit here. Not too much, just a little bit of colour there. On his little straps at the top here. And if by magic, and as if by magic, the grayscale's beginning to disappear. Now we're going to work back. So that was our very darkest colour, so we're going to go back in with Venetian red. And we're just going to ensure that that's all blended in. Let's do this, his little pocket. In here, around here, this pocket, again back up here, okay, so that was a Venetian red. Then we're going back in with our terracotta. There we go. We'll put that in his pocket. On these little straps. They are very different pencils to work with, but as you can see, they are blending well. They're laying down a good amount of colour, and my hand's not fatigued. I can see why people might find them difficult, but I'd say if you have got these and you're struggling, lessen the pressure so you no longer hear that like kind of squeak. It's like they're trying to work overtime, and see what happens, see if you enjoy them better then. Okay, so burnt yellow ochre, and we're going to go in and we're going to fill up and blend in our spaces. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. There we go. It's a big sigh, wasn't it? Okay, right, then we're going to take our darkest of all the colours again, which was Nutmeg. And when you're happy with his little trousers, we can put in his stitching around his little pockets. Where Christine's put it in. It's got a little bit here. You can see, yeah. And he's got on his pocket. And at the top of his trousers. And down his little straps. I'm just going to apply. I'm putting a little bit of dark back in the corner of his pocket, under here. A bit more in there. Okay, that was our darkest. Then I'm just going back in and just smoothing everything out. So Venetian red. Anywhere that I feel might need a bit more colour. And then terracotta again. I think we're nearly there. And then burnt yellow ochre again. Try not to go over that stitching. There's a little bit around there that I haven't put in, look. Just round here. Just deepen that up. Under there. Alright. Pair of little cutie toot trousers. Alright, shall we have a look at his socks? I'm dying to do these socks. Look at them. So this top one is green. And if I get you the green, so I've only got 3 colours for the socks, which you'll be glad to know. So I've got from light to dark here in my hand. I've got grass green 49, mineral green 47 and sap green 46. Sounds like bingo, doesn't it? So I'm going to take the grass green, and now his little socks are striped. This part of his sock is all green, the toes. So I'm taking grass green. I've just gone around that because it was very pale, that's all. My printer didn't pick it up very well. And I'm going to put a layer of grass green down. And then, well, I'm just going to, a bit more, I'll just go back over, get that a nice bright coat. There we are. Then I'm going to take sap green and we're going to start to put the shadows in. A little bit around there. So, and then I'm going to take our a mineral green, which is a deeper tone, which should, sorry, moving my thumb, go over that. Without dulling his sock down, if that makes sense. We are, we're going to go back in with grass green. Going to leave a little circle at the top, but I've not gone back in with a deeper, another coat rather. And then I'm going in with sap green, and I'm going to go around the edges because this is our deeper colour. A little bit around there. And then our mineral green. Gorgeous colours. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the greens in this set. There we are. I'm back in with grass green, and I'm just going to blend over that. And I will do every other stripe. So this was my practice one, so I will do every other stripe up to the top. That's his green sock. Shall we do his yellow one while we're on camera? Let's do the yellow one. Right, I've got to find them out. So I had bronze. I think probably the same colour as his eyes actually. So bronze, sunset gold, deep chrome, and deep cadmium. Yeah, same as his eyes. So bronze, which is, let me hold them up just to make sure that you can all see. And I do this, like I say before, I have said before on my channel, but I do this because I have some people that are not English speaking, so but they can still follow along. So bronze 53, sunset gold 61, deep chrome 09, and deep cadmium 06. So, unsurprisingly, I am taking the deep cadmium and I'm going to coat his little toe this side. Alright. Look at that for colour, isn't that beautiful colour? I'm going to go back over this way. Gosh, that's lovely. Just make sure that's covered. Then we are going to go in with our deep chrome. And we're going to start to bring that out. So I'm going to put some shadow down here. Into here. I want to bring this out as far as we want any shadow. So about there. Then we're going to go in with Sunset Gold. Another beautiful colour. Then we're going to come out, but not as far as the last colour. And then we've got bronze. And we're going to put that in, but not as far as the last colour we used. And that will just help us deepen up that bottom part of his sock. And then we go back in. So I'm now going to take, what did I have? Sunset Gold. Yeah, Sunset Gold was the next colour, so I'm now going back in. Sunset Gold. Then it was Deep Chrome. I think I've got these. No, I haven't. That's right. Deep Chrome. Let's come out with that a little bit further. And then we've got Deep Cadmium. Colour over the whole thing. I'm just going to go back in with that Deep Chrome and just help blend that in better. Okay, and so it's just again a matter of playing about. So you're happy with the blend and how it all looks. Need a little bit more dark, a little bit more dark in there. Ah! What do you think, folks? Right, so let me come out. So we've now got little Benny and his dungarees, which are the most adorable thing on the planet, and then his socks. So I'll go off, complete his socks, and then we'll come back. This here, I don't know if you can pick it up, is actually a shamrock. So we'll do that, and then we'll complete the horseshoe, and we've got a beautiful picture again. Alright, give me 1 second, folks. So here he is, looking so darn cute. And I had to go over the little clover because my photocopier for some reason didn't pick it up very well. So I'm going to bring you in, and with the same colours that we used for his little socks, we're going to do the clover. So I've got grass green 49, and I'm going to coat it all in grass green, the whole thing. And they're going to match his little bright socks. Okay. Then I'm going to take our deepest green, our darkest green, which was a sap green, and I'm going to start to put some shadow in. So we've got very dark round here. Bring that up a little bit. Really dark into the centre. And then we're going to take our mineral green and we're going to build that up. And let it just fade out. Yeah. I don't think I've drawn the perfect petal there, but And back in with our sap green. Just going to darken that edge right up. There we go. And then in with our grass green. Back in with that beautiful sap green. Gorgeous, gorgeous colour. There. Okay, then I'm going to take sap green again and I'm going to divide that one in half. It'd help if I was on camera, on shot, wouldn't it? So I'm going to take the sap green and I am going to really lightly that side so it fades into that beautiful grass green. I'm going to fill this side up with sap green. Then we're going to take mineral green and we're going to put some of that from the centre into the bottom of that leaf. Back in with our mineral, sap green, sorry. Back in with sap green. And then our grass green. Yeah. So minerals are darkest, we'll go back in with that. And then sap green, is that right? Have I got that right? No, sap greens are darkest. I'm going to get it right in a minute. So sap green at the bottom. And then mineral. There we go. So that is how I'm going to finish the clover. So I'll divide them in half and then do it like that. Then our darkest colour, which is, I keep getting this wrong, darkest colour, I'm going to bring down that stalk. There. Right, let's have a look at this horseshoe. So if we focus on this bit for a minute, and it's not as hard as you think. So I've got 3 colours, quite simple, but quite effective. So I've got this beautiful blue-grey in the set, which is, let me line them up, which is 70, gunmetal 67 and storm grey 68. Okay, so I'm taking storm grey and I am going to lightly coat that, because this is going to be our highlight colour. Okay, I'm going to go back up the other way. Just make sure I've got a nice coat of that on. Then we're going to take the darker grey, sorry, which is gunmetal. I was just looking at the picture that I did, and we are going to bring that gunmetal into those darkest bits. And then we're going to take the blue-grey and we're going to add a little bit of blue-grey in there. And we're going to add it here too. And And then we're going to bring that out this side. Okay, so a little bit of blue there, and then but I'm going back in with the pale colour now, the storm grey, and we're going to go back over that and bring that out. And then the blue grey again. Put that in there. We're going to make a bit more of a fuss of this blue grey. Gorgeous colour. And I'm just letting it completely fade out. We'll go back in with our dark grey, which is the gunmetal, and I'm going to put the edge back in with the gunmetal and round that side and here and under here, and then back in with our very pale storm grey, and just make sure that that all comes together. I'm just going to lessen the pressure as I get towards the centre so it stays even lighter. There we go. Okay, so let's do a bit more. So I'm doing, this is our light grey. I'm going to fill this up. I might need to come out slightly because I keep losing you. Let me just, there we go, let's push it like that, see what happens. Okay. I'm going to have to look at Christine's front cover. The Chinese white in this set is incredible. So we'll just coat all this. I'll put a little bit of blue fur in there. So we could use the Chinese white to even bring that up. To even bring more highlights up is what I'm trying to say. Gosh, this is so enjoyable. I love copying artwork. I just find it so relaxing when you haven't got to choose your own colours. It's nice to choose your own colours, of course, but it's also really relaxing when you can just match the colours up and off you go. Alright, now in Christine's drawing, I've got the gunmetal. I'm going to make that darker. That spot there, and crisp up that line a bit with our dark, and do the same here, and then round his little fingers is dark. We're going to bring that line up. Down here. Okay, so this is very dark round his trousers. So I'm going in with our dark grey. Fill that up. That's the really dark bit. We can keep going over that and deepening that up even more. And then we're going to add this blue grey. It's so exciting, I love this colour. So blue grey, we're going to put that in. going to bring that up to about there, where we are. And then we're going to put it up here too and bring that down. So from about here, we're going to bring that down to about just past the C for Christine. There we are. And then this side too. We're going to brighten it up, I think, with another blue. We're going to pull some of that in here. Like that. And then we've got around here, where my picture's really faint. I'm going to put that in. We're going to come up about this far, that's fine. And then from his fingers, I'm going to bring that down. We're going to choose another blue. I think I'm going to pick one of the colours that we had out for Benny. Okay, let's have, I liked that light blue, that was nice, yes. Let's put in some light blue. So where we've put that, gosh, I'm sorry, I keep losing you. We're gonna, where we've blended out that blue-grey, I'm gonna sit that in to just meet that. There, that's better. And then, so I'm going to go over the blue-grey parts. Just so it's got some more blue in it. There we go. Oh, I come out. I apologise. I'm being a bit rubbish today, aren't I? There we go. Is there any more blue? Bit there. Okay, then we'll go back to our blue-grey, and where we've put that bright blue in, we can then just build on that. Just so it's even more blue-grey. Alright, then we're going to take our storm grey, which is our light one, and we're going to go over all of that. Then we're going back to, because this bit in here needs to be dark, so our gunmetal, and we are going to make sure this bit stands out. We might even go in with a little bit of black to bring that even further out. Because there's the holes where the nails would go for the, onto the horse's hoof. Okay, let's try a bit of black. Let's see what the black looks like. Let me get it out. Let's see. Ivory black it's called. Right, let's put everything back. So a little bit of ivory black 71. Ooh, that's a nice black. Look at that. Oh, that's good. I think that's how you know you're a colourist, isn't it? You know when your life is all about colouring, when you get excited over an opaque black. And this is, look at that. Isn't that good? Let's go around there. And then back to our gunmetal. And we'll just blend that through. Oh, I like it. Oh, Gina, thank you so much. Goodness. Right. So, I'm going to finish the little four-leaf clover and do the other side of the horseshoe, just following the light and dark and putting our blue, grey, our blue in, and our light and dark and our black. Exactly the same. So I will finish that up and we will come back and we will finish him together. Just a few final touches. Alright my lovelies, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we're so nearly there people, so nearly there. I put some tiny little flicks of black in the centre of the clover and then went over with our, if I can decide which is our darkest colour, then went over with our darkest colour, which was sap green, and then just pulled that through just to give it a little bit of interest. Okay, so we're literally just finishing touches. We need to do his little whiskers. I want to put a tiny little bit of grey in his eyes. So if we zoom in on that, I'm just going to tilt you. Oops, bear with me. Just there you go. So I can move the page up a bit. So the very pale grey that we used, which was storm grey, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of that in the edges of his eye. It'll just make him look even more cute and wide-eyed than he already does. There we are. Look at him, he's so cute. And then I've got ivory black, and I've got quite a sharp point on it, and I am going to put the black where I want the pencil mark to start, and I'm going to flick it up. So it's just in the wrist, just flick it up. Little one there. Turn the pencil, make sure it's sharp. Do the same, just making sure. And then we're going to do these little cuties here. So he's got one here. And he's so cute. Oh, it makes me laugh. So I'm just going to put some black around this bit of his eye here. Okay. Right, now I've got some Arteza. I've got some Arteza white gel pens, the 3-pack, and I'm going to take the 1mm. Now, I can never get this to work, but we're going to try. So I've just tested it on my hand, make sure it's rolling properly, and I just would like a little bit of white here. Oh, it works over these pencils. And I'm going to put a little bit here, and then I'm going to smudge that one. Well, that didn't work. And yeah, just a little bit here. And we're going to put one there. One there. I'm going to get gel pen happy now, aren't I? Because it works over these pencils, and I normally can't get it to work, but it did. Look at that. So I still want a little bit more of a highlight there, and we'll have a little one there. I'm just following Christine's lines. I'm no highlight genius, trust me. And we'll put a little bit there. Look at that. I got it to work. Okay. And we will come back in because I want to just... I came off his eyes and I hadn't even done this bit. So I want to just deepen up those pupils in there. There we are. And just for the hell of it, because I've got my Arteza pen to work, I am going to put a little white there and a little white there. There we are. I'm not going to do a background on him, folks. On the front cover, if I can show you the front cover, she's put him in a circle. Now I might do that at a later date and just some sort of pan pastel background or pastel background, but I'm not going to do that with you right now because I think you've probably sat long enough. But there we are, our first colour along with the gorgeous gift from Gina, which I can't thank her enough. I mean, she's probably sick of me saying thank you. Gorgeous gift from Gina and my wonderful anonymous friend that sent us Bunny Blue. I hope you've enjoyed it, folks. I have loved it. He is the most adorable little cutie toot on the planet. So I will let you go and enjoy your day, and we will meet back up to do a Carolina Kubikowska picture, which is really exciting. So yeah, so take really good care of yourselves, folks, and I'll see you in the next couple of days. Bye bye.